my dear lovely friends. I hope all of your family members are safe and fine. And so, welcome back to my channel. I'm Geeta from 7th grade Geetanjali School. And today I'm going to explain you all about what is valency. So, let's get started without wasting our time because time is the most important thing in the world. So, let's go to our next slide. So first let's learn about the introduction and then next go to the chapter. First of all, what is valency? When atom of two or more elements combine, a molecule of compound is formed. The capacities of these elements to combine with each other determine the formula of this compound formed. This is not so important that this is an introduction part of this lesson. Okay, there are totally three types of definitions for what is valency. And so first one is simple definition in one line. The capacity of an element to combine with other element is known as its valency. There is nothing to learn in this, but this definition can be asked for 1 mark. Please keep in your mind. Next, general definition of valency. The valency of an element is given by the number of H or Cl atoms mainly that an atom of element combines with. They are saying that in the general definition of valency, the valency can be defined as the element combines with the number of H or Cl mainly that an atom of the element combines with. This may be confusion for me also. So let's go to the modern definition, which is so easy. The number of electrons that are lost or gained or shared with one atom of an element to acquire the stable configuration of the nearest noble gas. There is nothing to scare about this definition. This is a long for the both definitions, but there is a simple. The electrons will get lost or gained or shared with another atom of an element to be stable, right? All the noble gases to the nearest stable configuration of the nearest noble gases. Nothing but noble gases all are stable and their valency is 0 every time. So why they are stable? So this only elements try to be stable, so they'll try to configure they'll try to acquire the stable configuration of the nearest noble gas element. Next, what is an atom made up of? Before that, if you just have any doubts in this, you can just ping me up in WhatsApp by messaging to this number. Make sure you just ask me for any doubts. Okay? What is an atom made up of? An atom consists of mainly two parts. So they are saying that only atom consists of two parts. That is nucleus and extranucleus region. You have to keep more concentration in this both because this is very an important topic in our valency lesson. So nucleus, let's discuss about first. So nucleus is situated in the center of an atom. All the protons and neutrons are situated in this nucleus. The entire mass of an element is almost concentrated in the nucleus. The overall charge of nucleus is positive due to the presence of the positively charged protons. Neutrons present have no charge. Protons and neutrons are collectively called nucleons they are called. So they are saying that nucleus is a central part of the atom. And in this nucleus, protons and neutrons are present. And the entire mass of the element is concentrated in this nucleus. And overall charge of nucleus is positive because of the presence of positively charged protons. You'll learn about these protons and neutrons again in the electronic configuration. Okay, in this video only I'm going to explain. And protons and neutrons are collectively called nucleons. Just learn the pronunciation: nucleus, protons, neutrons, nucleons. And now extranuclear region. In extranuclear part or in the region outside the nucleus, electrons are present which revolve around the nucleus in orbit of a fixed energies. These orbits are called energy levels. These energy levels are designed as KLMN and also so on. KLMN are the shells of the extranuclear region, and extranuclear region is the outside extra part of nucleus. In this extranuclear region, electrons are present and electrons revolve around the nucleus. Okay, next. Diagram Diagrammatical representation of an atom. This is how you just learn, right? KLMN. So this is how an diagrammatical representation of an atom is. This is the nucleus part where the neutrons, protons and neutrons are found, and here the first energy level, second energy level, third energy level, fourth level. There are so many shells, like 7 or 8, I just don't know properly. And KLMN, they are nothing but these shells. Okay, they all are the shells, and in the K shell only 2 can fit. Only 2 electrons can fit. See, 2 electrons like this. 2 electrons can fit. In the L, there 8 electrons can fit. The most important thing that you have to remember is that in the outermost shell, if it has 8 electrons, then we can see that it is stable. So now let's learn about the electronic configuration of every element with atomic number 1 to 20. Okay, first let's learn about 1 to 15, and next video let's learn about other remaining parts. Okay, so we completed our electronical representation of an atom of every atomic number 1 to 15, right? So let's next watch our next slide. What are valence electrons? The electrons in the outermost shell of an atom are called its valence electrons. As I told you, right, in the before video I have said, right, in the outermost shell, if it have 8 electrons, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 electrons, then it is stable, right? I have said, right, then it is called stable. These you just have to forget about this inner part, and you just have to count the outer electrons. Those are called valence electrons. Okay, for example, in here you see only one electron, right? So the valence electrons valency of this hydrogen is 1. Okay, 1 means atomic number 1, it is hydrogen. Okay, next let's go to the next video. It is radical or ion. When an atom loses or gains electrons, it converts into radical or ion. An atom or group of atoms with charge on them is called radical or ion. This topic is not so important, and ions are of two types. This is very important. So ions are of two types. One is simple ion and compound ion. So simple ion means it is an ion which contains one or more atoms of the same element. Compound ion means it contains of two or more atoms of different elements forming a single unit. Okay? Next slide. Okay? Next slide. Positive valency. This is a very important topic. It's also called as cation. Okay, if an atom donates or loses its electrons from its outermost orbit to get stability, the valency is called positive valency, and that ion is called as cation or electropositive ion, or radical or ion having positive charge on them is called cation. and positive charge means loses. And next, negative charge means it gains. Okay, and positive charge on them is called as cation and shows positive valency. And cations are also called as basic radicals. Means they are saying that positive valence is also called as electropositive ion and cation and radical or ion having positive charge or positive valency or basic radicals. These many names were there. And next, negative valency. Actually, I didn't just explain you all about acid and basic. In my next video, I'm gonna explain you all about acidic and basic. Means acid and basis lesson was there in our SSC 7th class, right? I'll be explaining about that. And negative valency, anion. When an atom gain one or more elements to electrons to get stability, the number of electrons accepted by an atom of an element is its negative valency, and the ion is called as anion or electropositive ion, or radical or ion having negative charge on them is called anion, and anions are also called as acidic radicals. They are saying that negative valency and anion and electropositive ions and radicals or and ion having negative charge and acidic radicals are negative valency. Okay, next, variable valency. This is such a very important topic. The reason for the variable valency is that certain metals is due to involvement of electrons in outermost orbit, which is called as valence shell. We already know that, right? As well as the electrons in the shell of preceding orbit, which is also called as penultimate shell. For example, let's just take sodium. Sodium, right? 11 is valence atomic number, right? See, in here we have the sodium diagram, right? But in here, the uses this outermost orbit one electron, so that it is stable, right? So that it is stable because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are there. In outermost orbit 8 are there, so it's stable. In here, we just first counted the first one. This is the valence shell. It is a valence shell. And again, it just lost the electron, and then we counted the before ones. Means this one. Here the nucleus is present. And we just counted this shell, right? And this is called penultimate shell. Okay? Penultimate shell. Okay? Next, the compound in which the element shows the lower valency. For example, you can just understand like this. Iron has 2 electrons, right? Means it has 2 valencies. One is 2 and another is 3 in different conditions. So 2 is lower than 3, right? So if it is less than the other valency, then it is called as us, suffix us. And if it is greater than the other valency, it is called as suffix ic. So here, ferrous and ferric. Okay? So we completed our chapter. So thank you. I hope you all liked it. Don't just leave the video, but make sure to subscribe. And I hope you all have a nice day in this corona pandemic. Be safe, stay home.